What's going on, guys? It's Picsoleated, and we've got plenty of sneaker leaks for you on this week's segment of Hyper Dead. We're going to be taking a look at the sneaker releases of the week of September 1st to September 6th, which is this week. I know I'm a little late. Look, I'm working on releasing these videos earlier in the week so we can go over as many releases as possible. Look, man, the sneaker train is going full speed, choo-choo, and it ain't stopping. And this week is no different. But before we get into the sneaker releases, we know the sneaker industry cannot keep a secret. Its mouth keeps running like a gossip girl in high school. So let's go over the more exciting, juicier sneaker leaks of the week first. First up, we've got the Bodega x New Balance 997S Better Days. New Balance and Bodega have been dropping collabs since as far as I can remember, and recently they've regained interest by sneakerheads for collaborating on one of New Balance's newer models, the 997S. First we had the Bodega x New Balance 997S No Days Off, and then we had the Bodega x New Balance 997S No Bad Days, which I happen to have right here. One of my favorite shoes. Super comfortable, super lightweight, amazing crazy colorway. Both released last year in April and September. This third pair that's releasing is supposedly their third and last pair in the collection, and I gotta say they're gorgeous. I was a fan of the last two, clearly, and I'm a fan of this one as well. The soft salmon pink and the earthy tones of this shoe are a direct and easygoing contrast to the colors of the first two pairs. These will be much easier to style than the first two. There's no confirmed release date as of yet, but these are definitely hype. Next up, we have a particularly unique collaboration. It's a Coldwall x Converse. We've got a picture of the first pair here, which is confirmed to be a Chuck Taylor. We also have a picture of a second pair of sneakers. I'm not really sure what they are. I don't even know if they're Converse sneakers. They're definitely not confirmed to be Converse just yet, but they're always in articles with this Converse x Coldwall Chuck Taylor. Now, I don't really know what Converse model this shoe could be styled off of, but it does kind of look like their Air Force One collab, which again wouldn't make sense for it to be a Converse shoe if it's an Air Force One. That would be a Nike shoe, or it could just be a standard ACW shoe. However, since it's being paired with the Chuck Taylor, I'm assuming this is a Converse shoe and they just want to reveal it in a better fashion. I'm also confused on the release date of these shoes because it seems like some people already have them in hand. Supposedly Kith released them in store or maybe online, whatever the case may be, which doesn't really make sense to me because these shoes don't really have an official release date yet. However, I'm in no position to confirm or deny these details. I think the Chuck Taylors look super dope. They're chunky, they're unique, they've got a nice gray color palette that gives them that premium feel, and they'll still match with everything. I don't know how hype these will be, but I think they're sick. Next, we have the Nike Dunk Low SP re-releasing in the veneer and ceramic colorways. Now, these colorways have released in the past alongside the plum colorway, which re-released earlier this year. Those three sneakers together are known as the Ugly Duckling Pack. With the release of the veneer and ceramic colorways, you can pretty much complete the Ugly Duckling Pack once again, assuming you cop the plums that re-released earlier this year. The image you see here is a new photo of the veneer colorway. We have yet to see new photos of the ceramic colorway, which I'm assuming will just look like the older ceramic colorway. In my opinion, they all look nice. Dunks have a funny way of looking good in funky colors, and the suede looks plush. At the end of the day, it doesn't even matter what I say. Limited edition Dunks equals hype. But yes, these are gonna be hype. Next up, we have the Fragment x Air Jordan 3. I mean, is there really much more that needs to be said here? I mean, come on, Hiroshi can't do no wrong when it comes to Jordans. The Fragment x Air Jordan 3, I personally find this a little plain, but high fashion heads are gonna go nuts over this, and I can promise you the leather is gonna be high quality, and that Fragment lightning logo on the back is pretty sweet. The sneaker's got this raised foxing detail going all around the shoe, and is probably gonna be the focal point of this collab. This sneaker is gonna resell for a lot. It's gonna be hard to get, to be honest. I hold Hiroshi Fujiwara in high regard. He's done a lot of good stuff in the past, but this is the one time I'm actually relieved to not be a big Jordan 3 fan. There's no official release date yet, but these are definitely hype. Next up, we have the Union x Jordan 4s in the Off Noir colorway, and we have the Delta Mids and the Zoom 92s. Now, this isn't technically a leak, but I wanted to let people know about this in case they didn't know. Although these sneakers have already released on Union's website along with the Guava Ice pair of Jordan 4s, they're going to be re-releasing most likely in boutiques with top-tier Jordan accounts, as well as Nike's website and sneakers app. This re-release is rumored to happen on September 30th, and at this point, I think it's pretty much guaranteed that it's going to happen on this date. I did manage to snag a pair of Guava Ice on Union's website, and I'm grateful for that. The review is coming whenever those show up. They haven't shipped yet, so I'm assuming it's going to be a while. I mean, they gotta ship 25,000 Jordan 4s. Double that if you're counting both colorways. However, it's also important to note that the Guava Ice Jordan 4 pair will not be re-releasing because that was exclusive to Union Store's website release. This release is going to be super hype, so get your copying hats ready for September 30th. That's all for the leaks. Let's move on to the sneaker releases. The first release we're looking at is the Nike ISPA Drifter, or the Nike ISPA Drifter Split. The sneaker is part of the staggered ISPA Overreact collection I've talked about in the past. The same collection that includes the Overreact sneaker, the sandal, the ISPA Road Warrior, and a few others. What makes this sneaker special is it is the second sneaker in the collection to have the tabby style split toe design, the first being the ISPA Road Warrior. This is a more casual take than the Road Warrior, which makes it more accessible to a wider range of people who are willing to experience that tabby style split toe design shoe. Versus the Road Warrior, which wasn't just inaccessible price wise since it retailed for $500, it was also pretty out there in terms of design, which makes it pretty much impossible for the casual sneaker wearer to have as like a daily sneaker. I think these sneakers are cool. I actually ordered a pair. They released on September 1st, which was a couple days from now. So yes, we're a little late, but they're still in stock, so we're Gucci. They incorporate Nike's Zoom X foam, which means they're going to be super comfortable, so you're good on that front. These are definitely not hype, but they're most likely definitely going to be a great shoe. I can't tell you that for sure until I get them to review them, but that is my guess. I'd for sure recommend checking these shoes out if you're looking for some futuristic looking shoes that are also super comfortable and incorporate that unique tabby split toe design. Up next, we have the 7 Moncler x Fragment x Converse Chucks 70s Ox. Yes, that's a long and confusing name, but we got through it. And that's all that matters. Now the name's a little confusing because you heard me right. I said 7 Moncler, not Moncler, 7 Moncler, which Hiroshi Fujiwara just happens to be the head of. The same guy running Fragment is also running 7 Moncler, so it should really just be Hiroshi x Converse. But you know what? The more the merrier. These Chucks released on September 3rd, which is today. I was able to secure a pair in the black colorway and the white colorway, so a review coming out soon for all of you / all of us Hiroshi heads. I personally think they're a pretty plain pair of sneakers, but keep in mind Hiroshi is the master of subtle when it comes to collaborations. What makes these shoes unique is the exaggerated foxing going around the shoe in black, extremely similar if not the exact same thing as the Jordan 3 collab that is set to come out at some point in the future. And of course we've got the iconic lightning bolt Fragment stamp on the heel along with the 7 Moncler logo. While they may not have much going on in terms of crazy kooky colorway or design, these are still hype, although they're like mildly hype, like $30 to $40 above retail hype. So not unattainable. Next we have probably the most notable release of this week, and that is the Air Jordan 1 High in Baroque Brown or Biohack. As we all know, pretty much any Jordan 1 Highs automatically put into the running to be hype nowadays. However, this one's got me a little conflicted. I get the Jordan 1 Highs are probably like peak versatile at this point, like everyone needs a pair in their collection. I do like parts of this shoe, like the light blue toe box and the yellow tongue, but I mostly don't like parts of this shoe. I feel like the only way I can know if I'll like this shoe is if I see them in person, but for now, they're dead to me. These are definitely going to resell and are objectively hype, but personally, I'm still on the fence about this one. These are releasing Friday, September 4th, which is tomorrow. I hope you've entered some raffles already or are preparing for some first come first serve releases tomorrow. Good luck. Next we have the Adidas Ultra Boost ncaa collection. Now I'm happy to see these released, not because I care for the NCAA, because I don't. I just like seeing Adidas release more Ultra Boost 1.0s because honestly those are still the best Ultra Boost hands down, even after all their attempts to try to make better ones. Always comes down to that toe box design, that arrow toe box design, and 1.0s just did that so perfectly. We're getting hella colorways like the maroon pair, the cream pair with the red stripes, even the yellow pair. They all go so hard. Are these gonna resell? Honestly, I don't think so. Ultra Boost hype isn't nearly where it was 3 to 4 years ago, but that's a good thing because now anyone who wants these can probably get them as long as they're there for release. Don't get me wrong, there's still big Ultra Boost 1.0 fans out there, but you're fighting with a much smaller crowd to get these on release. These release on Friday, September 4th at 10 AM on Adidas, so get your hands ready. These aren't hype, but they might sell out of the popular sizes fairly quickly. Next up we have the Nike Dunk Low Disrupt. I believe this white and red colorway is a women's colorway. This is a unique take on the Nike Dunk Low. It's got more modern hits like the mesh upper, the exposed foam tongue, but the main attraction of this shoe is this geometric, like bumpy, modern, futuristic Tron-like midsole. It's got these geometric shapes, it looks a little more chunky than the typical Dunk. This is definitely not hype, but I think you should check them out if you're looking for a new pair of low-top sneakers. They're pretty good price. They're releasing on Friday, September 4th as well. Finally, our last release of this week is the Adidas X Yeezy Quantum basketball sneaker. Although we've seen people with this shoe before, it is not officially released. The reason why you see people wearing them is because Kanye was giving out free pairs last All-Star weekend. The first pair to actually release was the Barium colorway, which is a slightly different colorway, as all Yeezys are. One thing I gotta give Adidas and Yeezy credit for is their comfort. They know how to pull that off perfectly, and considering this has a full boost midsole, I'm pretty sure these are one of the most comfortable basketball shoes around. Of course, I can't confirm that until I get a pair in hand. These are releasing on Saturday, September 5th, so hopefully I'll have a chance to find out along with you guys. These are definitely hype. Are there any sneakers you're looking forward to on this list, or are there any sneakers I missed that you're looking forward to? Keep in mind, you don't have to be buying a pair of sneakers to be looking forward to them. Just anything you like, let me know in the comments below. That's my sneaker leaks and releases for the week. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more content, and make sure to hit the bell and join Noti Gang so you don't miss out on future videos. That's it for me. Picsoleated is entering the quantum zone.